Oh my. Hello everybody, I'm being spoilt today. I was not expecting this. I've literally just unboxed the NJT Nebu. And then the postman arrived and delivered this, which I wasn't actually expecting because the tracking hadn't updated. This I'm going to have to unwrap really quickly because I've literally got a family member coming over imminently. And I don't want to save this till later. I want to unbox it now because I'm so excited. Obviously the title will give it away. I may have to do this, you know, unbox it, keep that as one half of the video, and then perhaps look into it in more detail on another part of the, on a later time today. So it may be a little bit disjointed. So this is the ACEDC Fortune Cookie in titanium. Now, I got this from Fidelis on the EDC Cartel on Facebook. Fidelis is a fantastic seller. Completely vouch for him. I've bought a lot of things from him, starting with my Lauti Shuffle, which I don't have anymore. I sold it. But I bought that from him last year, and everything I've bought from him since has just been arrived perfect, as described. Brand new, legit. Really lovely guy. So yeah, let's just get into it because I am in a bit of a rush. Like I said, I'll do an edit and I can go into it in more detail later and compare it with some things. So this, oh wow, it's tiny. This I'm very excited about because it's very new, it's very different. And I like the fact that it's on a lanyard. So a lot of things, you know, like this, I do like on a lanyard because I can hang it from a Grimlock on my bag. So, and this was just so weird and different. I just had to get one. And I like ACEDC stuff. They're usually very, you know, very high quality. Oh wow, this is strange. So there isn't a lot of information about these, and people have started to receive them, and those people have been really patient with me answering my questions, so thank you very much. Because there's not a lot of information about how this works. So those balls are magnetic in there. And it may be actually later on I'll have a bit more of a better idea as to how it works, but it's very odd, very strange. So we've got magnets under there and a little Teflon plate that isn't attached, it just sort of rests in there. I could see that getting lost, to be honest. And they all have different sayings on them depending on what material you get, I think. So this is Great Fortune, it's titanium. This is number 98. I don't know how many were made. So you've got magnets on that side, and then you've got magnetic like balls on this side, and you can flip it over, and then you've got a clicker as well, so like a seesaw action, because you've got these little bumps here. This is strange, and I wasn't expecting it to be this small. I actually like it that small. It probably could easily come off. Let's just quickly try it without the Teflon in there. Oh, that's better. What I might do... Okay, my family member is here. I'm going to have to cut now and see you later. Okay guys, so here we go. Gonna have to edit this. Apologies for having to run off so quick. Yeah, today's a bit of a crazy day actually, and I wasn't expecting this to arrive, to be honest. So I haven't actually had a chance to really have a play with this yet, but I have put the leather handle on, which is actually really nice. I think you need something like a lanyard, something here to hold on to. It's just something else to hold on to, so you can sort of have this near the end of your hand, really. So so your fingers don't really get in the way. It's not really that strong, but I think the whole point is, you know, it just basically comes back on itself. You just got to be careful not to overdo it. I think develop a knack really for it. Yeah, this is, I could see it getting very scratched and it's already starting to, so I think what I'm going to do is, sorry, I think one of those screws was loose. Yes, it was. I think that's caused some scratching. That's another thing to be careful of. I think I'm going to use some of Mark's really nice thin tape to sort of protect that. I could use the Teflon, but I could see the Teflon getting lost. And also it's a little bit too thick, I think. It, you know, reduces the strength of the magnetism between both sides. This is quite fun though. I have to, oh, there we go. So that's quite easy to flip off. So I think this is going to be a learning curve, basically, learning how much force you can apply. But this is fun. And what I wanted this for was literally to hang off a bag for when I go out. There we go, it's gone again. So actually I probably could put some tape on it in this video. But just to show you what else came in the package, because I was in a rush earlier, you got some more magnetic balls as a spare. And you've got some more magnets as a spare, which is pretty good, but you only get these small ones, not these big ones, which is quite strange. Now let's see if we can do some tape. So, where is it? So this tape is Mark's kind of special tape. I don't actually know what thickness this is, because he does a couple of different thicknesses, and they're from Play for Beans. It's very, very thin, but it's designed for sliders and it is fantastic. I've put them on my Magnus sliders. It can tear very easily, but once it's on, it is on. It's not going anywhere. So, let's just cut that. It's almost just like a membrane, really. It's very nicely done. I know Mark worked very hard on this tape. But yeah, I'll leave a link in the description below. It's from playforbeans.com. I got this tape for free, just disclaimer. Basically, a friend sent the roll to me, so which was very kind. So I'm gonna have to do this off camera because I need to be able to see. Very, very gently cut round. And obviously this tape can be removed very easily. It's not going to do any damage whatsoever. My apologies, the cat is scratching at the door because I've shut her out for a little bit. Right, sorry. Quite delicate. This tape does easily tear, so I'm using like a X-Acto knife to just cut round. Here we go. Perfect. So I think that might be better because it's so thin, but it's still quite strong. It will protect that surface, but it won't you know, decrease the magnet strength all that much. That's better. Much better. It's still going to take some getting used to, I think. Now let's have a look. I wonder if we can put some... It might be stupid to do this, but let's try it. Let's take it apart. It doesn't come with a screwdriver. Doesn't come with any spare screws either. Just FYI. Screwdriver keeps getting attracted to the balls. I wonder if putting all the balls in is worth it. I think you can definitely decorate it with other balls. Non-magnetic, obviously. Oh dear. Okay, now I know what those spare magnets are for. Those spare magnets are not for that side. They're for this side. And look at that mess. Okay. See, I've gone into this completely blind with like no information whatsoever. Oh my god. Jeez. This is insane. Of course, they just want to attract to everything. I'm not used to having these magnetic balls. Of course, the polarity's all going to be messed up as well now. So we've got some longer ones. That's interesting. Are they magnets or just little bits of metal? I have no idea. What I may have to do is cut again and sit down and get close to this and work this out. I have no idea what's going on. Hi again, guys. Sorry, I've had to let the cat in. This wasn't so bad, actually, but I'm taking a guess as to how it actually came out. I may have to do some research and maybe do an update video if it's anything different. I may be wrong, but I don't think I think these are just posts and they're not actually magnetic. I've got my steel plate out to assist. And just forewarning, the magnetic balls, they just jump everywhere, so you've got to be really careful. And be careful of your eyes as well, because they just ping everywhere. So the magnet, obviously the little magnets aren't so bad, but you know, they're magnetic balls and they just want to go everywhere. So I'm only assuming this is the layout, and of course I use the bottom of this to get the polarity correct. It's a very different slider. I probably should have been more careful when I opened it, but I wasn't expecting a load of magnets underneath, which was quite silly of me, I guess, seeing as we've got magnets there. Me being ignorant. Let's have a look, but I don't mind showing my own mistakes, because if it stops anyone else from making the same mistake I did, then it's worth it for me. Right, so let's check they're all tight in there. They don't really go up very tight. I think you'd have to be careful. Like, one of mine was loose. You're going to have to be careful of these screws. Make sure they don't scratch the plate too much. I even tried it without putting those posts in, because I weren't sure, you know, what they were, and it seemed to work fine. I don't know what they are for, in all honesty. I'm gonna have to do some research and find out, but it, you know, that's meant to be like a telegraph clicker. Yeah, I don't know what they're for. And there it goes again. This is going to take some getting used to. But I suppose at least with those magnets you could actually change them out for something stronger. I don't know how strong these are. But I have to say, I'm impressed. I like it. It's nice and lightweight. The design is nothing special. I mean, it doesn't particularly look, you know, it's not flashy, it's not beautiful, but it's nice and compact. Quite nice to hold actually as well. It's not too thin. It just, I think it's a learning curve. It's something completely different. I mean, this is quite cool because it just pivots on those balls. Yeah, I'm pleased with it. This is great. Kind of addictive. Even more happy because it arrived today and I wasn't expecting it. So here's a comparison with my sound waves, which is quite a lot bigger. And it's just a clicky button sometimes, depending on where the balls are underneath. And it's a sliding clicky thing. I do like this very much. Just a lot bigger. And this is stainless steel, so this is quite a lot heavier. In fact, let's weigh this. Put my steel plate out of the way. Right. So I know we've got the leather lanyard on it at the moment, but that's 53 grams. It's not too bad. That's for the titanium. I know they're available in stainless steel and Zirc. And it just comes with some stickers as well. And your little typical ACEDC sleeve. So you've got 4 spare magnets there and 3 balls. Obviously I utilise those magnets to help get the other ones in. Yeah, this is definitely a learning curve. Definitely a learning curve. And it's going to get scratched up and used. Oh yeah, it's not what I want to do that because of that pivot. I have to say, that is pretty cool. That works very well. Very simple design because you got the magnets there attracting. Yeah, that is very simple, but obviously that's just going to affect my tape. But it doesn't matter. Plenty of it. Yeah. I think it's nice to have, you know, this is very reminiscent of, like with a free floating slider. Sorry, I've changed the setup lately and I'm not used to it. You know, flipping it. So obviously people are way better at that than I am, but it's just effortless, you know. You know, I guess the magnetic field and just gravity in general, it just wants to go back. Yeah, that's quite addictive. Nice stamp on the back there. The logo. I do like this leather strap. I mean, I may actually make my own. This just easily screws in. I don't know what I've done with my actual bigger screwdriver at the moment, but you could also put, you know, paracord through it. I may make my own leather strap. or paracord lanyard with a bead on it probably. Yeah, this is fun. There's probably a lot more things you could do with this, but I'm just not sure because it's very little information has gone out. So let me measure it just so you get an idea of the size. So I honestly thought this would be bigger. So the body is probably about 48. No, actually, probably actually about 50mm in length. So it's about 15mm deep and about 18mm wide. It is very small. And having the lanyard is a must, or some kind of lanyard, because you can sort of rest it on the edge of your hand, because otherwise I think your fingers are going to get in the way, and I've got very small hands, so someone with bigger hands may have more of an issue. But as I said, it's going to be a learning curve, so finding the best way to hold it and use it probably. My apologies, I can't remember the price of this. And as I got it from Fidelis, it's going to be different from other retailers. I got it on sort of like, you know, first drop pre-order, so this was the first, I was in the first batch. So the price may be different now. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, if you like this kind of thing, it is almost like a multi-fidget because you've got various things you can do with it. It is very unique, and I have to say I'm finding this very addictive, and I could see this being very annoying to someone else. What I will do is I will go away and I'll see if I can find out what those posts are for and where they're actually supposed to be. But they don't seem to make really much of a difference. Unless I've put them in the wrong place, in which case they might make a difference, I don't know. I'm glad I got this colour band with it, leather band. I think the other one was kind of like a turquoisey kind of colour. I actually just wanted a nice standard brown, so I'm quite pleased with that. I don't know if you get certain colours with certain materials or if it's just completely random, I have no idea. And obviously it comes with the attachment in the bags. So yeah, as far as I know, ACEDC hadn't come out with anything new for a little while, so this is really something different. Yeah, I like it. So it would help if I didn't drop it. I think I'm just butterfingers today. I wasn't expecting well, I was expecting this, but I wasn't expecting this to come literally right after. So I'm a very lucky person today. Comparison with the wrapped. Wrapped is a little bit shorter. A little bit thinner. I always do a comparison with the wrapped. So yeah. Any questions, just leave them in the comments down below, please. I will try my best to answer, but I'm very new to this and I really don't know what I'm doing with it, if I'm completely honest. So yeah, I'm going to go see if I can find any more information now, and that might be a problem. I'm going to have to be a little bit more gentle with it, I think. So yeah, have a lovely day and take care.